Hey, welcome back. And in this video I'm going to show you what I picked up for Black Friday. I was actually down in the US this past Friday and I got a lot of really great deals. Now, I got hit with a really bad exchange rate because the Canadian dollar, as a lot of you know, at least if you're in Canada, it has tanked. And I got hit with about, I think it was about 37 cents on the dollar. But even with being hit with that exchange rate, the deals were still better than the deals that were offered in Canada. And, you know, I know Canada's trying to get into this Black Friday kind of thing, so they prevent people from going to from Canada to the US and spending their money in the US. They're not doing it as well as the Americans are, and the deals are really not that great. For Canada, it's all about Boxing Day. In case you didn't know, it's all about Boxing Day, the day after Christmas, when they really do, you know, put stuff on sale and, you know, try and get rid of all this Christmas stock that they have left over. So anyways, I'm going to start off with some Blu-rays. I really don't show Blu-rays too often, mainly because I don't pick up a lot of Blu-rays anymore. So the very first one here is Jurassic World. I got this at Target, actually, and it was $10 at Target, and I've yet to see this. This was something I actually wanted to see in theaters, but just never got around to going to see it. I've had a lot of things come up lately, and going out to the movies wasn't really on top of my priority. So for $10, I figured, you know what, it's cheaper than, you know, paying for one movie ticket. Especially here in Canada, a movie ticket's another story altogether. But in the US, it's cheaper than taking myself and my fiance to the movies to go see this. Next up, I also, for the same exact reason, I picked up Mad Max, and I got this from Best Buy. I think it was $8 American, and for the exact same reasons, I wanted to see this movie, and just never got around to seeing it because of different commitments and stuff like that. Next up, another movie I missed out on in theaters is American Sniper, and I heard really good things about this one, but again, a lot of things come up in life, and you can't always do what you want, so I missed out on this one. Again, I thought, you know what, buying the Blu-ray is actually cheaper than taking, you know, her and I out to the movies. So anyways, this was $6, which is, I think, is a steal. And the last Blu-ray I picked up, something I was really looking for, and the main thing I was looking for was Season 5 of The Walking Dead. I am a huge fan of The Walking Dead, and I have every single season. I've watched them multiple times. I needed this one for the collection. This was at Best Buy for, I think it was $28 American. Alright, so getting into the actual video game pickups, I went to Walmart. They opened up at 6 p.m. on Thursday, and I got there about 4 o'clock. And I don't know if you guys noticed this too, but I found that the stores this year were a lot less crowded than in previous years. And I think the main reason behind that is that a lot of these big chain retailers, they did a lot of online sales prior to Black Friday, and they gave the exact same deals. So I think a lot of people were ordering these online prior to Black Friday, and then, you know, not having to go out there and fight the crowds to get these same deals. Now, I am Canadian, so I don't celebrate U.S. Thanksgiving, so for me, it's just another day. No offense to you Americans out there. So anyways, I just went to the store and I grabbed all the deals. Very first game here is Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. And if you know me, I'm not a big fan of the N64, and the main reason being is I don't like that controller. So what I usually do is I'll wait for a game that I want to play, and wait for that to be remade on a different system. And this was one of those games I was waiting. I know it's on the GameCube, but I still haven't played it. So I figured, you know what, I'm probably going to play it on the go, more so than sitting at home. So I figured, you know what, I'm going to pick this up. It was $25 at Walmart. Very happy to have this. Hopefully I'll get to it soon. I'm actually still playing through Ocarina of Time. Next up is a game that a lot of people told me just to get on the PS4, which I was going to anyways. Grand Theft Auto 5, and, you know, recently I picked it up on the 360. My intention was to pick it up on PS4, so that 360 game, I'm just going to sell off. Now, a lot of people, again, have told me, pick this up, we'll play online, so I'm expecting to play it online. So we'll see what happens. Now, if you see me online, and I'm already on your friends list, just send me a message, hey, let's play Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, even if I'm playing something else, I'll stop what I'm playing to play. I prefer playing co-op than playing alone. That sounds weird. So next up, a game that I actually I pre-ordered this game and then I canceled it. And the main reason I canceled it, well, the game is Battlefield Hardline, and the main reason I canceled Hardline was because a lot of people were saying it's basically Battlefield 4 with a new skin, and that's it. So I didn't want to drop $60 on a new game, or $70, whatever it is, Canada. I didn't want to drop the Canadian price on this, so I waited, and I'm glad I did because I picked it up in the US for $15. Next up, a game again I heard is not that good. It's Little Big Planet 3. I heard it's the worst in the series, but the reason I picked this up, the main reason I picked this up is because my fiance really loves playing these Little Big Planet games. It's one of those very few games that she'll play with me. So she's a big fan of this. I'm a fan of Little Big Planet 2. And to give you an idea, I actually own a special edition of Little Big Planet 2, and it comes with that little Sackboy, the little stuffed animal, whatever you want to call it. And she stole that for me, just because she likes Sackboy that much. Next up, Far Cry 4. And this is, again, a game that I was looking forward to. I canceled my pre-order for whatever reason, and I don't know why I did. But Walmart actually had this copy here, but they also had the complete copy, and both versions were $15. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the complete copy, so I just ended up with the standard copy. So happy to have this one as well. I'm a huge fan of Far Cry, actually Platinum Far Cry 3, so it tells you how much I really like the series. And the last game I picked up at Walmart, again, a lot of people recommended this to me. It's Stick It to the Man. I just had a bit of time to waste while she was waiting for her Beats headsets, and I was rifling through the used bin, and I found this sitting here. It's $5. This game here initially was a digital game only, and I think our guess it just did really well digitally. That they said, hey, let's do a physical release. So I found this in the used bin. They had a couple copies for some reason, and I think Walmart reseals these things. Looks like it's resealed anyways. $5, not too bad. Next up, I went to Target, and I had a gift card that I just never used, so I figured, you know what, I'll save it till Black Friday, and I'll get a good deal on some games. And I sure did, because I got two games here. First one here is Borderlands, the Handsome Collection. And I don't own Borderlands, the pre-sequel, or Borderlands 2, so I figured, you know what, I'll pick it up from there and use my gift card on it. This is $25, so not too shabby. Next up, a game I actually had, and I returned it. It's The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And I had this on the Xbox One. And I have this thing where if I have a series on, let's say, the 360, and it continues to the next generation, I have to get it on the next Xbox system. Now, the problem with that is my Xbox is down in the US. So for me to put in 100 hours down in the US, it's very hard to do. So I ended up returning that game, and I ended up picking it up on Black Friday on the PS4, because I know for a chance my PS4 is here and I have time to play. So at some point, probably very soon, I'll be playing Witcher 3. Next up, I went to Toys R Us, and they were doing a 2 for $25. So I figured, you know what, I might as well take advantage of this, get some games on the PS3 that I wanted, and kind of knock some of those games off the list that I actually wanted. So the first game here is Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix. I saw this sitting here. They had the greatest hits version, and they had this one last regular version. And the guy pulls out the red version. I'm like, dude, I want the regular one. And he goes, oh, okay. So I said, let me just grab it. So anyways, I made sure I reached in and I grabbed this one, because I know the red ones, they just stand out and they're hideous. Next game I picked up, a game I was actually looking for quite a long time. I'm very happy to have this now. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. And I love the very first one. A lot of people don't like it, but I really enjoyed it. So for me, I'm really happy to have this one. I'll be playing this very soon. And the last game I picked up at Toys R Us, this was one of those crazy sales. This was $1. Call of Duty Ghost. I already have it on the PS4, but I figured it's $1. I'm going to pick it up. So, last but not least, I went to GameStop, and GameStop was having obviously some deals, And the very first game I picked up was Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. I played recently Wolfenstein on the 360 and absolutely loved it. Had a blast with that game. I think the very first Wolfenstein, well, I know it's not the first Wolfenstein, but the kind of reboot of the Wolfenstein series on the Xbox, I played through that and I really didn't enjoy it too much. But once I tried the 360 one, I was like, wow, this one's amazing. I really liked it. So I went and I wanted to get the other ones, and I saw this. This was $10 at GameStop. So while I was there, actually in the States, there was, I'll show this. This is Wolfenstein: The New Order. Again, I just talked about Wolfenstein. This game was on sale everywhere for $15, new. And GameStop was doing buy two get one free, and this was, I think with my discount at $11.69 or something like that. And, you know, I figured the better deal is to, you know, I want this game, and I don't mind buying used games. I'm going to buy it used and save a bit of money and take advantage of that buy two get one free. So I ended up picking up 3 games, and it basically works out that each game was about just over $6 a game. So I think it's a way better deal than buying it new for $15. So anyways, I'm very happy to add in Wolfenstein: The New Order into my collection. Now, I heard that this is kind of a prequel to this one, but this one came out first, so leave your recommendation down in the comments below. Which one should I play first? So the second game I picked up while I was down there is Thief. And this, I know a lot of people don't like this game, but it got really good reviews. I played it at Best Buy. I enjoyed it. So this was the second one I paid for. This was $9. And then the third game, actually, it's not with me. It's down in the US. I left it down in the US. Because it's an Xbox One game. That's why I left it down there. And it's Rise, Son of Rome. And a lot of people are, I don't know, I didn't get good reviews, but I basically finished it in 2 sittings. I enjoyed it a lot, and it's highly recommended by me. If you like hack and slash games, it's a lot of fun. So go pick up Rise, Son of Rome, because it's a pretty good game. So anyways, those are my Black Friday pickups. Hopefully you enjoyed. And until next time, take care.